generation. We've been called for to show His excellence. Hey, all I require for life, God has given me, and I know who I am. We are a chosen generation. We've been called for to show His excellence.
Thank God you are in a place where prayer is being answered. Genesis chapter 21, verse 10. Are you there? Yes, Genesis 21. For sake of people who is been a while, you open your Bible. Genesis is the first chapter in the Bible. Don't go to the middle. Genesis chapter 21. Yes, verse 8. And the child grew. Are you there?
Yes.
Verse 8 now, 21 verse 8. And the child grew and was weaned. And Abraham made a great feast the same day that Isaac was weaned. Verse 9. And Sarah saw the son of Hagar. Say Hagar now. Hagar the Egyptian, which she has born unto Abraham mocking. Let me summarize this incident for you. There was this family. They believed so much in God. And it got to a stage, they waited so long upon God to do something. A child and a fruit of womb. But it would happen. So they decided to help God. And in the process, they picked the slave girl that was with them, Hagar. And the husband impregnated her and had a child. Are you following the story?
Yes.
Yeah. So after Hagar gave birth, it wasn't long. Then the Lord answered the prayer of that family. The wife to the man gave birth as well. So the title for this prayer tonight, which the Lord has prepared to benefit you, is going to run for the next 40 minutes or 38 minutes intensively. Be prepared. We're going to circle it around the life of that slave girl, Hagar. Hagar, at a point in time, was the victim in that victorious story. She was used. After she was used, she was casted out. The family, Mr. and Mrs. Abraham, they used him to as a kind of stepping stone, a kind of joy, temporary joy. And after the child came through the slave girl, they said, we don't need you anymore. You can now go. The poor girl who thought she has found a good life, who thought, oh, I now have a child for my boss, I think I will be respected one day. Lost all her hope. She was casted into wilderness just with a loaf of bread and just a bottle of water. Not alone, with a less than 2-year-old child or thereabout. The child was crying at a point because the water finished, the bread finished. She was in the wilderness crying. The same you and I, at a point in time, we undergo situations like that. We help people, and after helping them, they throw us out into the wilderness of life with nothing, with all our hope shattered, with all our expectations being destroyed. This poor girl, though a slave created by God, the same way a slave girl was born, is the same way the owner or a normal girl is being born. There's no difference. The same blood that runs through the vein of a slave is the same one that runs through the same vein of the master. She was maltreated in the picture. You will argue that God has ordained it, but why her? Are you ready to pray? We're going to go before the Lord. We title this prayer point, saying, I reject the suffering of Hagar.
I reject the suffering of Hagar.
She suffered a lot. It is not a prayer point that you can pray on a seat. I bet you will want to get up. Let's go before the Lord. We'll take it verse by verse. And I trust God. I trust God Almighty to help us. Let's start with Genesis 21:10, verse 10. He said, wherefore she said unto Abraham, that was the master, And that was Sarah now speaking to the husband. He says, wherefore she said unto Abraham, cast out this handmaid, and what? And her son. For the son, are you there?
Yes,
for the son of this bondwoman shall not be the heir with my son, even with Isaac. You know, the hatred just came all of a sudden like that. And the solution that the wife would think of was just to send her away. Why? Send her away. You're going to go before the Lord. It's not going to be your portion. But I want you to reverse circumstances of that nature in your life. Put yourself in the position of that woman. You've carried, you were pregnant for 9 months. You have suffered so much. And after just a while, just a day, a decision just like that, casted her out. Are you ready to pray? Say, Lord Jesus,
Lord Jesus,
help me against human decisions that can make me houseless. Turn that to prayer. Say, Lord Jesus, help me, oh Lord, against human decisions that can make me houseless. In the name of Jesus. All of a sudden, Hagar became houseless. Just like that. She had house before. Say, Lord, help me. Help me, oh Lord, against human decisions that can make me houseless. Say, Lord Jesus, help me, oh Lord, against human decision that can make me to lose love. She lost love. She thought she had found love. Hagar lost love. Help me, oh Lord, against human decisions that can make me naked. She thought she was covered. Help me, oh Lord, against human decisions that can make me naked. Oh Lord, help me against human decisions that can bring about negative turnaround in my life, oh Lord. Open your mouth and pray. Say, Lord Jesus, help me against human decisions that can bring about negative turnaround in my life in the name of Jesus. Help me, oh Lord. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Jesus' name. Note this. I know you will get it. Hagar was Mr. and Mrs. Abraham's help. He helped them to get that sudden temporary joy, no matter how you look at it. Because immediately Ishmael was born, there were kind of joy in the family. Put yourself in that position. They have been waiting for years. No matter how or through who we gave, the child came, and they were like kind of relief. So she was a kind of helper to them. I am praying for somebody here. In the name of Jesus, the one you have helped, those ones you have helped, they shall not become your victim. In the name of Jesus, all of a sudden, all of us, it's a very good prayer. All of a sudden, Sarah hated Hagar for no reason. I am praying for you again. The one you have helped, the one you have helped, shall not become your victim. In the name of Jesus. Where you are supposed to be loved, you shall not be hated. In the name of Jesus. Every spirit of hatred assigned between you and your lifters, I send them back by the name of Jesus. So shall it be. In Jesus' name. You will get there. This is a very good prayer point that the Lord has reserved for you. Verse 11. And the thing was very grievous in the sight of Abraham. Genesis 21:11. And the thing was very grievous in Abraham's sight because of his son. Listen, the wife said to the husband, you have to send that house girl away. I care less what she has done in this house. Send her away now. And Abraham, being a man, he was very confused. He was touched. I'm a man. How could I just send this one away? Besides, she's carrying my child. The same you and I. There are times and periods in life when we face circumstances of life. We know the right thing, but we are not allowed to do the right thing. Abraham knew the right thing, but he was handcuffed. He wouldn't be allowed to do the right thing. Are you ready to pray? Yes, say, Lord Jesus, help me, oh Lord. When I face life decisions that I do not know what to do, help me, oh Lord. When I get to circumstances of life, when I don't know what to do, oh Lord, help me. Oh Lord, help me. When I get to a stage in life
In the name of Son.
Amen.
In the name of Holy Spirit.
Amen.
You're going to move speedy now. It's going to be quicker. Don't forget you are Peniel. Everything that comes out of your mouth, the Lord made covenant with us here. As it's coming out, He has ordained it.
Amen.
Just make sure you are speaking. Genesis 21:12, verse 12 now. And God said unto Abraham, let it not be grievous in thy sight because of the land, and because of that bondwoman, in all that Sarah hath said unto thee, hearken unto her voice. For in Isaac shall thy seed be called. Note this. Our God is very mysterious. God at the end of the day was on the side of Sarah. You and I will be thinking, why not this poor Hagar? She's gone through a lot. Put yourself, God forbid, in that position. A man just chased you out because somebody now felt, and this did not happen before Isaac was born. If Isaac had not been born, Sarah would not have requested Hagar to leave the house. Look at human nature. But our God is mysterious. He takes sides of anybody he wants to. You cannot explain certain things that He does, and that makes Him God. There's a song that says this: upon everything, look at it this way, upon everything, the God was still on the side of Sarah. There are times the Lord Himself, you'll be surprised how He will be by the side of whom you will not suppose you in your own thinking that He shouldn't be. I now reckon with that man that says, Bosho aye fejo mi sun o, baba mi ma se gba, baja aye fejo mi sun o, eleda mi ma se gba. There are times they will report you, and you'll be surprised the side of who the person the Lord will be. Pray this prayer. Say, Lord Jesus. When the wicked and the wickedness collaborate against me, Lord, do not support them. Pray that prayer. When the wicked and the wickedness collaborate against me, oh, God of Buffalo, what shall you for them to say? Oh, God of God. When the law of the land work against me, in your mercy, do not support them. When the rules of this land work against me, oh Lord, do not support them. When the authority takes away my dignity, oh Lord, do not be on their side. When the ones I call family, when the ones I call family, when they forsake me, oh Lord, do not allow. When the authority takes away my dignity, when the authority takes away my personality, oh Lord, be on my side. Be on my side. When the one that I call family, those one that I call family, when they forsake me, oh Lord, show your love to me, oh Lord. Don't show your love to me, oh God, when the wicked and the wickedness, when they collaborate against my destiny, oh Lord, be on my side. Be on my side. So shall it be. In the name of Father, in the name of Son, in the name of Holy Spirit. Let's go to verse 13. And also, I thank God. I thank you, Lord. I thank you, Lord. Yes. I thank you, Lord. The Lord said this one will bring changes to people who can accept. People who are ready to hearken to it with faith. Tonight will be a different one. Verse 13. And also of the son of the bondwoman will I make a nation, because he is thy seed. That is verse 13. So note this, God has plans and purposes for everyone, disregarding of your origin or background. God says, I have planned for Hagar and the small child she's carrying. So wherever you are from, whatever your origin and background, there's plan of God for you. Go along with this prayer. Say, Lord Jesus, no matter my background, let me not lose purposes of this life. Pray. Say, Lord, Lord, Lord Almighty, No matter my background, let my purpose for life, let it not be lost. I must not lose purpose to life. No matter my origin, let not your original plan, no matter how my origin may look like, your original plan, no matter my color, oh Lord, let not your favor leave me. No matter my origin, your original plan for me must not change, oh Lord. Say, Lord Jesus, say, Lord Jesus, I cannot hear you. Say, Lord Jesus, no matter my race, let not your grace leave me. Say, Lord Jesus, no matter my pain, let me not lose your presence. I must not lose your presence. No matter my race, I must not enjoy this grace. No matter, oh Lord, my circumstances, let not your covenant change, oh Lord. No matter my circumstances, let your covenant, oh Lord, cover me. Say, no matter what people say to my life, let not your word change. No matter what people say about my family, let not your word change. No matter my origin, your original plan for me must not change, oh Lord. As you have prayed, so shall it be. In the name of Father, in the name of Son, in the name of Holy Ghost. We are moving faster. I want to remind you at Peniel, here you see God face to face. Yes, this is the place you see God face to face. And when you see him face to face, your life is preserved. Preservation comes with testimony. And that's your portion. Verse 14. And Abraham rose up early in the morning. See, early in the morning. For some of you who don't pray in the morning, there are a lot of dangers that can happen in the morning. In the morning, they joined hands to kill Paul. In the morning, they decided they would chase this woman away. The lot of incidences that happen in the Bible in the morning. And that's why the Lord said, those who seek him in the morning, they shall find me. Morning is not the time you can do with your prayer. Please help me with that child. Help me with that child. And Abraham rose up early in the morning and took bread. Underline bread. Verse 14. And took bread and a bottle of water. Look at those ones. He took bread and what? Bottle of water. And gave it to Hagar. Note this. Don't just give people any gift. When you're giving people gifts in life, make it a meaningful one, spiritually. What Abraham gave to Hagar was very meaningful spiritually. Bread, who is the bread of life? Jesus Christ. And it was the water of life, the living water, Christ Jesus. So he gave it to Hagar and put it on her shoulder. Why shoulder? We're going to explore it. And the child and sent her away, and she departed and wandered where? In the wilderness. You're going to pray. Say, Lord Jesus,
Lord Jesus,
in the wilderness of life, that I may find myself, let your rescue team locate me and my children. Come down to prayer. In any wilderness of life, that I may find myself, let your rescue team, the Lord has rescue team, heavenly rescue team, let them locate me. Lord Jesus, go with me, oh Lord, in journeys of life that I must go, in the journey of life that Hagar must go, that Lord must go with her. Lord, go with me. There are certain journey of life that you must go, then no matter how. In Jesus' name we pray. Abraham put it on her shoulder. And I found the spiritual relevance of this in the book of Isaiah chapter 10 verse 27. He says, and it shall come to pass in that day that this body shall be taken off their shoulder. That is God. Why did Abraham put it on her shoulder? Because there must be an anointing that will take it off. Are you ready to pray? Say, by your anointing, Lord Jesus, offload my shoulder of every demonic load. Open your mouth and pray. Say, Lord, by your anointing, I am looking for people who can pray for me well. Oh Lord, by your anointing, offload every demonic load that the devil has put upon my shoulder. Offload from my life, reason why the Lord asked me to shout help her. You know, in real life, when it's about to go wrong, the basic life training and the immediate life training and the advanced life training will recommend you shout help. Say help! Now we are asking help from above, and the Lord will help you. The Lord will help you. Tonight you are helped. Heavenly rescue and dispatch for your sake from every wilderness of life. You are rescued. So shall it be. In Jesus' mighty name. We're going to move faster. We have 21 more minutes. Genesis 21:15, verse 15 now. And the water was spent in the bottle. The water finished. The water that Abraham gave. He didn't want to finish. And she cast this child under one of the shrubs. The poor woman. Please think about her. Helpless, dry, dirty, tired, depressed, helpless, hopeless, regretting to be a slave to rich people, regretting to be a helper to Christian. And she finished the bottle of the water, and the child was crying. She put the child under a tree. Let's use that one to pray quickly. The bottom line here is the water finished, and the living water finished. The grace finished. That was the meaning, the spiritual realm. Say, Lord Jesus, at whatever position of life I may find myself, let me not run out of your power. I must not run out of your presence. Turn that as prayer. Any position of life that I may find myself, I must not run out of your power. I must not run out of your presence. Oh Lord, I rebuke, and I rebuke sudden disappointment in my journey of life. This woman experienced sudden disappointment. The one that finished suddenly, she was disappointed. Say, oh Lord, by your mercy, let me not experience sudden disappointment, occasional disappointment, yearly disappointment. I shall not experience. In the name of Jesus, say, Lord Jesus, I cannot hear you. Say, Lord Jesus, let me not run out. All that I need in life, essentials of life, I must not run out of them. Help me, oh Lord. You are the provider. Oh Lord, help me, Lord. Life of hardship, life of difficulty, I shall not live again. I refuse to live life without Christ. I shall not live it. In the name of Jesus, my source of joy, say my source of joy, my source of happiness shall not finish, whether the devil like it or not. My source of joy, my source of happiness shall not finish. Say, Lord, let me not live without your provision on daily basis. Oh Lord, by your mercy, let me not live without your provision on monthly basis. Oh Lord, let me not live without your provision on yearly basis. Oh Lord, at life stages, I shall not struggle. In the name of Jesus, say I shall not struggle. I will not struggle. My children shall not struggle. Oh Lord, remove stress, remove struggle from my life. In the name of Jesus. As you have prayed, so shall it be. The water finished suddenly. And that is what happened to people in journeys of life. Their hope all of a sudden just becomes shattered. Their expectation just like boom. And you'll be like, he was looking gloomy. I could send him into wilderness. I'm going to find loads of water. I'm going to find fruit. I'm going to find everything. But suddenly, I'm praying for somebody here. Suddenly, you will not be disappointed. Occasionally, you will not be disappointed. On daily basis, you will not be disappointed. Yearly basis, you shall not be disappointed. Your source of joy, your source of happiness, they shall not finish. Christ is the source. He shall go with you. Christ is the provider. He will be your God. He will be your provider. So shall it be. Let's go to verse 16 because of our time. We have 17 more minutes. 16. Then she went and sat down. This moved me so much because I've seen situations like that. When I was little, and I'll be going along villages, and I will see villagers tired, people who had nothing, they're just tired. They've walked miles, millions of miles. Verse 16. Then Hagar went and sat down by herself across from him, that is, across from that child, at quite a distance. I'm reading English Standard Fashion. It might be different from the one you've seen here, because I want you to get a very good picture. She put the child here, then she went across to sit. Why? The distance, the Bible recorded, it was about a bow shot away. For she was having a thinking as a mother. She says, I refuse to watch this child die. I don't want to see my child die right in front of me. Die of hunger and thirst. So she sat across from him and she was weeping uncontrollably. She went, sat down over against him, that is across, as if it was just like a true shot away, a kind of distance. She put the little boy crying somewhere. Then she said, let me not look upon the death of this child. You know what it means for me, mother. Listen, I've not carried the child in my womb for 9 months, but I know what it means. Honestly, I know it's hard work. And she sat over against him and lifted up her voice and wept. Situations of life that will make you as a mother to look at your child and begin to cry. Tonight, by the name of Jesus, I magnify for you in the name of Jesus. Please pray this prayer by yourself. Say, Lord Jesus, let me not experience ungodly separation and isolation from my family. This is very important. Look at that separation. She put the child at the gate and sat down here. Ungodly separation. The husband is far, the wife is here, the children are here. Pray every ungodly separation and isolation concerning me and my children. Tonight, by the name of Jesus, I nullify in the name of Jesus. I put an end to circumstances of life that will not allow me to enjoy true love, that will not allow me to enjoy deep family love in the name of Jesus. Say, Lord Jesus, give me the grace, give me the grace, give me the grace, oh Lord. Let me not find myself in choiceless position. Amen. Let me explain that situation when you don't have choice. You know, I pray for you in the name of Jesus. Situation of life when you will have no choice, choiceless, that you got nothing to do. The poor woman, despite the pain, despite the emotional torture, she was helpless. Situation of life that will make you helpless and choiceless, you shall not see them. In the mighty name of Jesus. The Lord will empower you to overcome choices and chances of life that can make you childless. In the name of Jesus. Chances of life, choices of life that can make you lose your children. Tonight, I nullify them. Every issue of life that will make you helpless and hopeless in life and destiny. Right from this moment, as you are able to say amen, issues of life that will make you hopeless and helpless, that you don't even know what to do, you don't know, you have no choice. Tonight, I nullify them. You will not experience such helpless situation. You will not experience it. Helpless situation over your children. You shall not experience it. Helpless situation over your family. You will not experience it. Helpless situation over your wife. You will not experience it. Helpless situation over your husband. You will not experience it. Tonight I decree, the Lord Almighty, it will be available. Heaven will be available for you. The Lord will be accessible to you. At every position of life, you will get Christ. Wipe your face. Somebody, with your hand, wipe it. Tonight you wipe away every tears, sorrowful tears. You have wiped them away. In the name of Jesus. In the mighty name of Jesus. Tears for life, you wipe them away. Tears of loss and death, you wipe them away. You will not suffer loss. In the name of Jesus. Poor Hagar, he was just the victim of Mr. and Mrs. Abraham unfaithfulness. At a point in time, Mr. and Mrs. Abraham, they lost their faith. And somebody became victim. You will not become a victim. Or somebody says unfaithfulness. Please catch it. It's happening. So people will be unfaithful and you will be the one suffering. You shall not be victim of other people intolerance, of other people impatient. You will not be a victim. You are a victor. Your children are victors. Your family are victors. And I decree and I declare, by the name of Jesus, are you here? You are being tortured physically. You are healed. Every trauma, physical trauma, you are set free from that. Every spiritual trauma, you are set free from that. The poor servant there, Hagar, she suffered emotional trauma, physical trauma. That shall not be your own portion. She suffered financial trauma. She was spiritually traumatized. This shall not be your own portion. Spiritual traumatization shall not be your portion. She lost the love. At a point, as a woman, believe it or not, she will be thinking Abraham loved her. You know what it means? Women, you know where I'm coming from. She will be thinking, maybe the man loved you. You will not lose. Your God give you love. It's important, catch it, women in the house. Your God give you love. The love that God has given you, that is from your husband. You will not lose it. God has given you. They are natural, they are from your children. You will not lose this one. In the mighty name of Jesus. And at a point, the Bible says, ungodly thought began to run through our mind. Ungodly thought that I can't bear to see. She was thinking and she knew that the child would die. And she couldn't face to see how the child will go from dehydration to coma and death. I am praying for somebody here. Every ungodly thought and imagination that has run through your mind concerning your children. You are here thinking, oh, my children may be like this for life. They are ungodly thoughts. I nullify them. Not by my power. Listen, I got no power, but I have power in Christ. I nullify every ungodly thought by the blood of Jesus. Ungodly thought concerning your children, ungodly imagination concerning your family, I nullify by the blood of Jesus. What I am saying here is simple. Evil thought shall not prevail over your marriage. Evil thought shall not prevail over you. Evil thought shall not prevail over your children. Evil thought shall not prevail over your husband. Evil thought shall not prevail over your lover, over your wife. Evil thought shall not prevail. Somebody need to catch this. Touch your two eyes in the dark. With your two eyes, you will not watch your child die. I have seen. With your two eyes, I stand on the altar of God. You will not behold iniquity. You will not behold abomination. You will not behold ungodliness. With your two eyes, you will not watch your children die. You will not watch your husband die. You will not watch your wife die. You will not you know your amen will be so sad. Some people watch it happen, and the trauma live with them throughout their life. I have seen a woman who died just like that because right what she saw, she shouldn't have seen it concerning the children. And she said, don't worry, I will join you later. And that happened after 5-6 years. The woman joined the child. The trauma was too much. I am praying for you with your two eyes. Touch those two eyes. Don't look at me. Don't look at the pastor. With your two eyes, you will not be born iniquity. You will not watch your children die. You will not watch your family die. I rebuke death concerning. I rebuke death concerning your husband. At point of condemnation, Hagar, you can take off your hands and from your eyes. At point of condemnation, she was condemned despite the fact that she was used. At point of condemnation, the covenant of Christ will cover you. Amen. Say amen. Amen. Wherever the voice comes to condemn you, Christ's covenant, that covenant on the cross, that covenant will cover you. It will cover your house on the land of loss. The unconditional Christ's love, that love will carry you through in the name of Jesus. I decree and I declare. The Bible says Hagar wept uncontrollably, uncontrollable sorrowful tears. You will not shed in the name of Jesus. Uncontrollable tearful sorrowful tears. You will not shed it. There are some tears where people shed it. It leaves scar in their life, and the scar become permanent. I am praying for somebody who can catch it with faith. Tears that will leave you sorrowful scars. I remove it. I nullify. So shall it be. We have 4 minutes. It's going to be the quickest. Verse 17. And God heard the voice of the Lord. And the angel of God called to Hagar out of heaven and said unto her, what happened to thee? Let me read it from here. Okay. Get your time together. Say, what happened in there? Fear not, that is your message. Do not be afraid. For God has heard your voice tonight. Amen. The poor child was crying. Do you now know why you must bring your child to the presence of God? Parents. Hagar was crying there. The child was crying here. God did not say, I heard the voice of Hagar. He said, I heard the voice of the child. If you like, keep them at home. You are not helping yourself. You are not helping the person. You are helping yourself. There are times when the presence of your child here, ordinarily him, the Lord will call you because of her or him. That little one, not you. Pray this prayer. Say, Lord Jesus, let my cries for help bring about positive turnaround in my life. Turn that to prayer. Say, Lord, let my cries for help. Let my cry for help bring about timely and positive reverence in the mighty name of Jesus. I shall never be denied in the name of Jesus. I shall never be denied, dear Lord. Send your angel to rescue me. Rescue me from lack in the name of Jesus. Say amen to this. Amen. By the name of Jesus. Amen. Heaven and our Heavenly Father, the Jehovah Jireh, the one that sees everything, He will send angel to rescue you. He will rescue you from lack. He will rescue you from death. Angel of the Lord will rescue you from stagnation. They will rescue you from sickness. They will rescue you from single life. They will rescue you from shame. They will rescue you from barrenness. They will rescue you from backwardness. They will rescue you from death. They will rescue you from shame. They will rescue you from failure. Verse 18. We have 2 more minutes. If you have brought your offering, you will drop it on the altar. Verse 18. Lift up the lad and hold him in thy hand. For I will make him what? A great nation. That is you. I stand by the authority of Jesus. I pray by the name of Jesus, by his words that are unfailing. Whatever the word has said concerning these ones that are here, whatever they have said in the past, whatever they have done to you, despite your goodness, today the Lord will make you a great nation. Lord, I want you to consider the fact that they have come to your presence and they have called your mighty name. Make them a great nation. Lord, I want you to consider their innocence through the righteousness of Christ Jesus. Make them a great nation in the name of Jesus. Lord, I want you to consider their persistence. They could have left your presence long time ago, but they still keep coming. Sunday services they here, Tuesdays they here, Wednesday they here. Lord, make them a great nation. Lord, I want you to consider their weakness that becomes strength in you. Make them a great nation. Lord, I want you to consider their faith, which become faithful in you. Please, oh Lord, make this world great nation. We have 1 more minute. Are you in the position of Hagar today? Today, the mercy of God has relocated from wilderness to wonderland. In the name of Jesus. From position of Hagar is a position where you have mouth, but you don't have voice. Tonight, you now have voice. In the name of Jesus, you will speak with power. You will speak with authority. Position of Hagar, you have an idea. She had an idea. She was not stupid. She could have revolted against them. She could have poisoned Isaac if God allowed. Are you in that position where you have an idea? You knew what you could have done on the other side, but you are helpless. I am praying for you. In the mighty name of Jesus, right from this moment, the Lord will honor you. In the name of Jesus, as you be used and abused, I speak by the authority of Jesus. Right from this moment, the Lord will have been for you. Heaven will fight for you. Jehovah will fight for you. You have been abused, you have been used. Heaven will fight for you. Hagar was in position of slavery. Tonight, go around and shake somebody. Say, this is the night of your freedom. You are free. In the name of Father, you are free. In the name of Son, you are free. In the name of Holy Ghost, you are free. Shout hallelujah. Hallelujah. Stretch out your hand. Begin to shout hallelujah. Shout hallelujah. God will shout and shout hallelujah. Shout hallelujah. 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 Let's take the grace. It's 8.